Hi, welcome back. Today's video is a bit of a doozy. I'm going to be showing you my entire collection while also taking stock of what I own and decluttering. So basically this is just me going through my entire makeup collection, deciding what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, and then also trying to make some type of sense of this mess. If that sounds like a good time to you, go ahead and settle in. I have no idea how long this is going to be. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Holly, and I film beauty, fashion, and self-care videos here on YouTube. If that sounds like your jam, consider subscribing. But right now, we're just going to jump right into this video. What inspired me to do this is I looked at my empties and I looked at how much money I spent on beauty, and I was like, oh my goodness, that doesn't correlate. I'm not using my collection. Let's try to edit this down and figure out what's going on. And in fact, there's even an expo marker in here. So here we have a bin of all of my foundations. I actually don't have that many, but there's quite a few in here that I haven't even tried. This is the newest foundation that I picked up. It's the Chanel Water Fresh Tint. I've used this a couple of times. Obviously, I'm going to keep it since it's my latest purchase. I also have the Tower 28 Sunny Days, which I've used one time, and I'm definitely going to keep that. This is the, what is this? True Match. This is the True Match Nude. This is the keep pile, in case that wasn't obvious. This is the Fenty Eavesdrops. I really like that. I haven't even used this. Holy Grail keeping. Other Holy Grail keeping. This is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac. This is extremely glowy, and in fact, it's just too glowy. I kind of look like a greasy yuck when I wear it, so that is going to be going. This is a sample. I haven't tried this. I'm going to keep it. I don't really like this as skin tint, but I keep it as like a comparison point for other products. This is the M Cosmetics Cushion. I hate this product. However, I'm going to keep it because I'm going to be doing a review of all of the M Cosmetics products, and I'm going to need it for that post. This is a refill cushion for the M Cosmetics, and since I'm keeping the M Cosmetics Cushion Foundation, I will keep the refill. So at this point, we're only decluttering one. So these are the 3 glowy bases that I have, and I'm going to be keeping all of them. Okay, so these are all the concealers in my collection. I have 2 of the same color in this Makeup Forever. I meant to buy 2 different shades, and I bought 2 of the same shade for some crazy reason. Anyway. I don't know if you can get this still. I feel like I got this in like a FabFitFun box, but I actually really like this, and I don't usually like Tarte products. These are the under eye concealers. One is from Beauty Pie and one is from Becca. I'm keeping them both. This Ilia one is actually a little bit too dark, but I'm going to keep it until I get the right color. These are the two Kosas concealers. I have 2 different shades and I like to mix them. I am decluttering this from Tarte because it's awful. Okay, so these are all the blushes that I currently own. I'm not a very big blush person, so this is not a very big collection. So anything I put on this side is stuff I'm going to keep. This is one of my favorite blushes, but it is really old and it's starting to get bad. But I'm not going to get rid of it. This is one of those where the formula was great. I just picked the wrong color. I am going to hold on to this for my M Cosmetics review. This is another one by M Cosmetics. This is generally pretty terrible. Again, I'm going to be doing a huge review of M Cosmetics, so I'm going to be keeping this. This is my one Tarte blush. I feel like everyone has to have a Tarte blush. This is in the shade Party. So we ended up not decluttering any of the blushes. So I have 2. I have this Kosas, which I love, and then I have this Chanel one, which I pretty much just keep because of the pretty packaging. So I have 4 bronzers. I have this one in Butter Biscuit. This is Laguna. This is the Kosas, and this is the Tarte. I'll show you the colors here in a second. So this is Butter Biscuit. I don't really use this very often, but it is probably the best color out of all of the cream ones that I currently have, so I'm going to be keeping it. This is just a sample size of Laguna, and this is like a staple for comparing like things against, so I'm also going to be keeping this in my collection. This is the Kosas in the shade Light. I really don't like this, but again, this is a very popular bronzer, so I'm going to keep it in my collection as a way to compare products. So just to kind of compare the Tarte to the Fenty, the Tarte is obviously much warmer, and I'm going to be decluttering the Tarte. So I have 5 highlighters here, and I'm going to go ahead and just speed things up and say I'm going to keep them all. This is the Merit, which was in my favorites. This is a Beauty Pie one, which I actually haven't used. I haven't used the Ritual Defee. This is an old school Hourglass, like mini sample. That is the color of the Hourglass one. It's just small and it doesn't take up a lot of space. And it's the only highlighter I have in that color, so I'm going to be keeping it. And then this is like, if I use a powder highlighter, this is the one that I use. Okay. So these are kind of things that stay together. This is the Westman Atelier set. It has the blush, the highlight, and the contour stick in here. This is obviously like the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. So this is from Hourglass. It was like a very popular product several years ago, and then it went off the market and they reformulated it, and now the formula is very just not good. It's just very stiff, and I don't like it, and I am decluttering it. This is my ginormous collection of eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna just quickly go through this and definitely pull the things that I'm for sure keeping. If you watch any of my videos, you probably already know what those are, like this Natasha Denona palette that I got from BoxyCharm. It's like one of my favorites. This is awful, but I'm going to keep it so that I have it as a reference for a really bad Natasha Denona palette. This is from Pat McGrath. I bought this because I wanted to try Pat McGrath shadows, but I can't afford to buy a huge palette. But this isn't the same formula, so it ended up being kind of like a futile exercise, but I am going to keep it for reference. If you saw my review of this Glossier palette, you know that I really don't like it. However, I keep everything from Glossier so that I can have like an encyclopedic knowledge on all their products. Though I've only like swatched this one. I haven't used it, so I'm definitely keeping it. I've done a couple of swatches of this, but I haven't used it, so definitely keeping it. Another palette that I haven't used. This one I haven't even taken out of the package. That is what the Natasha Denona that I just pulled out of that package looks like. This is not my color story. However, I don't have colors that are this warm, so I might keep this and just like play around with it. This is those like that little e.l.f. palette. I am going to keep this one. This is pretty good. Then I have the 1111 palette by Rowan, which I have not opened. Let's do that. So this is the 1111. I can tell I'm probably going to like this color quite a bit. And this is the Persona Identity 2 palette. I got this through BoxyCharm for really cheap. I really want her first palette, but it's very expensive. It's like $40-something. These aren't colors that I typically use just because I don't really do colorful looks, but these are the only colorful shadows that I have, and I really want to try this formula, so I'll be keeping a mess. Okay, these are all the mascaras that I currently own. This is going to be kind of like a speed review in a way. Like this Sky High from Maybelline is really good. This Bambi Eye is one of my favorite. Thrive, I love. This is awful. This is the Gucci mascara. I've only used it once, so I can't really like speak to how good it is. The Kierra Weiss mascara is terrible. Do not spend your money on it. I listened to some YouTuber, and I guess we just have different preferences for mascara. I'm going to probably do a Kierra Weiss video, so I'm going to be keeping this. Victoria Beckham. I have thoughts about Victoria Beckham, but I'm not going to spoil it. And I'm going to keep this. And then this is the Hourglass. This is their tubing mascara. This is almost like out, so I'm going to continue to use this until I put it in my empties. So keeping all of these. I may have mentioned that I'm on a quest to find like the perfect one and done eyeshadow because I really don't like messing with palettes. So this is everything that I've collected in that pursuit. Some of these I haven't even opened yet, so obviously I'm keeping this. I don't know what to do about this because they have reformulated and this isn't going to be available to have, but I might keep it just so that I can compare it if I decide for some reason to get the new one. This is, ooh, Charlotte Tilbury. I didn't know I had this one. Oh, this is in the color Jean. I don't use this very often. It's not a color I really reach for, but I am going to keep it. This is from M Cosmetics. This is not bad. I just picked the wrong color. I'm going to keep it. I don't like this. I know a lot of people like this. I almost did a fails video and this would have went in it, but I'm going to keep it for comparison. This is awful. Let me show you. It says Diamond Cream Eyeshadow. Not a cream. This is the Victoria Beckham lid luster. I'm going to be talking about Victoria Beckham a little bit more, so I'm keeping that. This is a Pat McGrath single. This is awful. I have the Auric, a Smoke Reflect and Temper. Keeping that. These from L'Oreal are really nice. This is in the shade Bronzed Taupe. This is a Super Goop one. This is a really light shade. I got the wrong shade, but I'm going to keep it. It's probably going to expire soon, and then I will have to toss it. Revlon, I really enjoy this color, keeping that. Ilia, keeping this. Love this. This is from Kierweiss. I don't know why I picked up this color. As expensive as it was, I probably should have picked something else, but I will be talking about this more. This is terrible. I don't even think I've used this yet. Haven't used this. Well, I think I've swatched this once, but keeping it. All of these Laura Mercier caviar sticks I'm keeping. This one is from LOC. I'm going to keep that one. Beauty Pie, keeping this one. Yeah, I'm keeping all of these. So we are decluttering 3 items. Keeping all these eyeliners. I don't have very many. I have 1 eyebrow pencil. I have 2 eyeshadow primers, keeping both of those. Okay. So these are all my lip products. I did not sort them. I just didn't feel like it. And some of these products are like lip gloss, lip oil. It's too hard to sort them by category, so we're just going to go through them this way. I'm not going to swatch all of them because we would be here all day. Again, the keep pile is going to go over here, and the declutter pile is going over on this side. I really don't like this, but I'm gonna do a milk makeup video, so I need to keep it. I don't really like these kinds of products, but I feel like I need at least one. It says it's satin. Let's see. Let's see the color. Okay, I will. That's a little bit more pink than I like, but I will keep it. YSL makes amazing lip products. Definitely keeping that. Clear gloss from Pixie. It's nice to have on hand. This is a lip gloss from Huda. Let me see. Oh, it's like pretty much clear. This is the best product from M Cosmetics. It's another YSL. This is a very matte product. Actually, very similar color. My Gucci lipstick, which I haven't talked about. I purchased this because Hannah Louise posted, was raving about them. I hate this, but I feel like I need to keep it because I have like a huge post on Kosas. Keeping, we're decluttering one lipstick. The last thing we're going to talk about is setting sprays. These are the only 3 I have, and I am keeping all of them. So currently, this is what is in the declutter bin, which is not a lot, but I didn't come into this thinking I was going to declutter a lot. I really wanted to become better acquainted with my collection and what I had, and I'm also going to organize this, but that's not going to be part of this video. So there you go, decluttered a handful of items, and I'm going to wrap this up here for now since this is going to be long enough, and then I'm going to come back probably tomorrow, and we're going to talk a little bit about the numbers of products that I have.